We've talked about Quontic's very unique pay ring, which is a debit card that you wear on your finger, as well as their unique checking and savings account options. But last but not least, we have to talk about their mortgage products. And just like the other financial tools that Quontic offers, these definitely don't disappoint. What is going on, everyone? I hope you are all having a fantastic day. So like I said, after this video, if you want to learn more about the Quontic pay ring or Quontic's banking options, you can check out these two videos. But while I very rarely talk about lending products on this channel, there is a key differentiator with this one that I felt was worth sharing with all of you. As was the case with my previous Quontic videos, this video is sponsored by Quontic, but as always, I am here to present you with the unbiased facts about this platform that I see value in, and I turn down a majority of the companies that reach out to me. So let's give you the facts, and then you can do with that what you want. So when I use the term lending products, that could mean credit cards, personal loans, student loans, mortgages, and everything in between. And while I do talk about credit cards a lot on this channel and the healthy and responsible use of those financial products, I want to remind you that most forms of debt are bad. And what we're talking about today is specifically mortgages, which is one of the very few good types of debt, at least in my opinion, although we could probably have a whole debate about that as well. Okay, now wake up, because I realize you're probably already falling asleep and we haven't even started talking about mortgages yet. But whether you are thinking about getting a mortgage, you already have a mortgage, you're a baller who bought your house with cash, or you're a 12-year-old who has no idea what a mortgage is, I think you're going to find value in this product because in typical Quontic fashion, they're not offering the normal, boring mortgage products. They have options catered towards self-employed borrowers, foreign nationals, real estate investors, and they offer conventional FHA and VA loans as well. Plus, of course, they have mortgage refinancing, but first of all, who cares about all of this? Why are we talking about mortgages, and why does that matter for you? Well, the biggest differentiator with Quontic's mortgage products, and really the reason that I'm talking about it today, is that Quontic is CDFI certified by the U.S. Department of the Treasury. And a CDFI is a community development financial institution, which, as we talked about in my last Quontic video, means that they are offering tailored resources, programs, and products for distressed communities and individuals across the United States. And what all of that bureaucratic legal jargon boils down to for you is that if you have had trouble getting approved for a mortgage in the past, then this video is especially for you. As part of that CDFI status, Quontic offers what they call community development loans, meaning they're not going to just look at your credit score, W-2s, taxes, and pay stubs on a piece of paper and stamp yes or no. They are truly looking to provide economic opportunity and growth within those overlooked communities specifically, and for individuals who often get overlooked by the conventional lending system. With conventional loans, if you have any kind of flexible or variable income like myself, then good luck getting a conventional loan without extensive income history and tax records, and even then, if you do get approved, it will probably be for a lesser amount. But with a community development loan, they will look at your overall credit profile and see if they can provide an approval decision based on that information. What I mean by this is with many conventional lending products, as long as you check all of the boxes, they'll approve you for a loan amount and may even let you put down as little as 3% on a home, which some might argue is great, but if the market takes a turn for the worst, then you essentially have no equity in this home, and you could get yourself upside down on a property, which is an absolute disaster that you want to avoid at all cost. All right, so like I said, as part of their community development loans, you'll have a much simpler process if you are self-employed or have any kind of variable or hard-to-document income. This can include anyone that is paid in tips or cash, like a waiter or waitress, anyone who is paid primarily in commission, like gig workers or freelancers, retirees, and the list goes on. And if you were a foreign national who's maybe looking to invest in a property here in the United States, or even if you are a real estate investor here in the States who's looking to make that next purchase with a reputable, trustworthy lender, then this can be a great option for you as well. All right, so this all sounds great, but what are the requirements to qualify for a community development loan? Well, you'll probably be looking at putting down at least 20% and possibly higher depending on your credit score. And speaking of credit score, you'll probably need a 640 or higher in this case. So really, these loans are for well-qualified borrowers who just fall short when it comes to the income documentation piece, which Quontic allows for greater flexibility than you would find with a traditional lender. One other unique aspect of these loans specifically is you can also use 100% gifted funds for your down payment and closing cost, which is nice if you happen to have a family member or someone else in your life who is able to help you out in pulling together those funds. And again, since you are likely required to put down at least 20%, that might be something worth keeping in mind. As someone who just recently purchased a home and had to go through this entire process, I understand that it can all be a little bit overwhelming to say the least. But what I will say is, despite the fact that it is overwhelming, this is one of the largest purchases that you will ever make in your entire life. So knowing that you were utilizing a trustworthy company whose intentions are in the right place is really important, because the last thing you want is a sleazy, predatory lender breathing down your neck. The products that Quontic is offering here are not trying to draw you in with instant approvals and a bunch of marketing garbage that will get you into a bad financial situation. They are presenting you with a variety of lending options, each of which ensures that you are getting into a property that you can truly afford, so that that home will be a blessing for you and not a curse. Because trust me, when you lay your head on your pillow each night, you will sleep way better knowing that you didn't stretch your budget too far, that you actually have equity in your home, and that you're able to make those payments without having to stress about a predatory lender. And of course, if and when you have questions throughout this complex process, they have extensive FAQ pages for each of the mortgage products that they offer, and their loan officers are happy to help you and walk you through the entire process to ensure that you understand your options and get the right mortgage for you and your financial situation. So whether you currently have a mortgage, you're thinking about buying your first home soon, or maybe it's not even on your radar, chances are at some point in all of our lives, we will have a mortgage, and that's okay. And as I've talked about in previous videos, I personally love having all of my financial tools under one platform. So if you were convinced from previous videos to give the Payring a shot or some of the other unique products that Quontic offers a shot, then again, if you're already using those products, then having everything under one umbrella is a really good idea in my opinion. And remember that the Payring is basically contactless payment from your finger. So just like you would pay for something with your contactless credit card, or maybe even your phone or Apple Watch, you can do the exact same thing with your Quontic Payring, which I think is absolutely awesome. Again, I made an entire separate video on that product, but the reason I mention all of that is clearly this company is innovating and looking for new ways of approaching a more traditional financial product. So if you already utilize Quontic's unique Payring or the many other banking products that I keep referencing, then again, having your lending products under that same platform will come in handy for a number of reasons and has a number of benefits, in my opinion. So I get that this was a very different topic than what we usually talk about here on the channel, but considering mortgage debt is the one type of debt that I personally feel is okay and necessary in most cases, I thought it was worth sharing a lending product with all of you from a company that I've worked with for a long time. I believe in their other products, and I think that what they are offering on the mortgage side of things is really unique as well, and you might as well get your mortgage with a company that has your back and has your best interest at heart. Again, if you want to check out Quontic's lending services and the other awesome financial products that they offer, I will leave helpful links and reviews down below the like button for some of those previous videos that I have made. But as always, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it so much. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.